First time now for But First. Hey, Nick, talking some TJ Watt and his new deal.
Yeah, so TJ Watt, right under the Steelers' imposed deadline, gets a deal done. And right after he signs it, Adam Schefter, with this nugget of breaking news, let me read it to you in full.
Yep.
Steelers linebacker TJ Watt overruled his agents, who believed they could get more money today, marched into the office. Steelers president Art Rooney told him they had a deal. Then the NFL's new highest paid defensive player excused himself and announced he had to go work out. Now listen, America,
Yes.
I know what you're thinking. Wait, TJ Watt, the brother of JJ Watt, like JJ who announced he was going to a minimalistic cabin in the woods to work out, and then folks found it, and it was like $3 million and 2 miles from a Starbucks and had a kitchen in the garage. That Watt family, that maybe seems to make legendary their workout stuff.
Yes.
Yes, that is his brother. But I can add to this report, and I'm surprised Schefter didn't get it. Sources tell me that TJ, and by the way, these sources absolutely are not TJ himself or his agent, just like Schefter's sources were not, TJ himself or his agent. That on his way to his workout, he stopped because there was a puppy drowning in a pond. He jumped in and saved it, and then got delayed again, saving some children from a burning car. So TJ Watt, big day for him. Again, none of this coming directly from his agent to make him look good. It's just what we're hearing. So I want everyone to know it. Rich man also saved a puppy's life, saved a kid's life, and overruled his agent while marching. Marching, how about that? So little TJ Watt news, put it on the scroll. Breaking news, TJ Watt, great American hero, like his brother JJ Watt.
So
Not at all just talking about
he
himself.
worked out. I thought you'd do the whole thing on the workout specifically. Kudos to anyone in their 40s still incredibly athletic. Check out my latest Instagram post for examples. Shameless plug, not important now. Other examples, Tom Brady last night. Guy gets his knee brace off and lights it up. Not mobility-wise, upper body strength-wise. You know, what you usually see when someone gets a knee sleeve off. Watch it. Boom, right in the shoulder. The old kinetic knee chain from the knee to your butt to the shoulder to number 6. No knee brace, no problem. Tom Brady, like yours truly. No days off, no plays off.
Tom Brady thought number 6 was an offensive player.
Flex. All right. So Micah Parsons here. Leonard Fournette gets the ball. Micah Parsons seems like he's asking the ref for a taunting flag, and he got ripped for this online. So I'm going to ride to his defense here. This is commonplace in every other sport. And look, oh, no, it's the NFL. You got to be tough. Why? It's the fourth quarter. You're down by 2 points. If you're willing to cut off your finger to win a game, why not just say, hey, the guy taunted me, throw a flag? Every NBA player that you love, that you wear their jersey, that you keep near and dear to their heart, you know what they're doing? Tee him up. Oh, my goodness, tee him up. Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear this?
Yeah.
It's not flopping. It's just putting it on the umpire or referee's radar. I'm okay with it if it was going to help the Cowboys win. I thought it was a smart play. I don't think he deserves to be ripped for it. But you can rip him away.
It's bad taste.
Maybe he should man up.
It's a bad take. We don't need to bring
not trying to get a
flopping
penalty.
and begging for calls to the NFL. You don't need it. Those
flop.
Okay. Well.
Drawing a blank, gotta
Don't
do
need
it.
it.
It says 1 game in the books with last night's thriller. So we turn our attention to the other 15 games that are going to be in the books. You know, marquee matchups to keep you busy. Chris Broussard, the most intriguing storyline for the Week 1 games is blank.
Jenna, I was very tempted to go with Green Bay, New Orleans. You guys know I'm high on Jameis Winston and Aaron Rodgers' first game since all the turmoil of the offseason. But I am instead going with Miami at New England. This one, I'm excited about. Tua.
Let's go.
Is there a more embattled quarterback in the league than Tua Tagovailoa? Our own Nick Wright said everybody thinks he stinks. All right, he wasn't named the captain. That's rare for a quarterback. He was not named the captain of his team. His teammates know how he's catching heat. They know that everybody's criticizing him. if he'd shown some degree of leadership, I gotta believe they would have said, let's get behind our guy, show him and the world we believe in him, and name in a captain. They didn't do it. So Tua is under the spotlight. He's got to go out and do his thing. And then, of course, New England, is it the beginning? Is it the dawn of the Mac Jones era? That defense is going to be tough. That running game is going to be tough. We know about the coaching staff. Let's see what the rookie quarterback can do. I think he's going to have a very strong year, and I think it begins this weekend. I've got New England beating Miami and taking the early lead as these two teams battle for wild card position in the AFC East.
Great take.
I totally disagree with that. I think Miami wins, and I think Mac Jones has more turnovers than touchdowns, but I want to talk about a different team. I want to talk about the Ravens' injuries because it's now reached code red in Baltimore. They lost J.K. Dobbins a couple weeks ago. Then they lose their third-string running back. Yesterday, they lose their second-string running back, who now was their first-string running back in Gus Edwards. On the very next play, they lose Marcus Peters, both to torn ACLs, both done for the year. They're already without Bateman for the beginning of the season. They're already without Boykins for the beginning of the season. That's two of their top four wide receivers. Their other receivers are Hollywood Brown, who's been dinged up throughout his career, and Sammy Watkins, who hasn't had a full healthy year seemingly since he was in Buffalo in his second year in the league. It is absolutely paramount for Baltimore. On top of all this, let me show you their schedule real quick, that they get out to a strong start. We always look at the beginning of the schedule. Look at the right-hand column. First of all, Cleveland, week 12. Then Pittsburgh, Cleveland again, Green Bay, Cincinnati, good. Rams, Pittsburgh. Somehow they have all four of their games against the Steelers and Browns in the final 7 weeks of the season, plus a Rams-Packers games in the final 7 weeks. So if any team has to start off like 7-3, it's the Ravens. And with all these injuries, I don't know how they're going to do it. So I think Baltimore, it's too late to amend playoff picks, but I would be considering it right now. Maybe the Jags steal Baltimore's wild card spot, because it's, at some point you reach a critical mass, Wilds, for injuries when it's one position group, Broussard, and I think they might have already reached it in Baltimore. I'm really worried.
Oh.
No, it's scary. And the thing is this may force Lamar Jackson to run more than usual, or not, maybe not usual than that was planned. And Lamar's the type of guy who's just going to play and do what it takes to win. So I could see him running a little more than they had hoped he would have to run just to try to get some W's. Agree. But that also could mean more hits, puts him in, harm's way a little more. So this is something to definitely watch, Wilds.
Okay, so my answer here is Jets-Panthers. Zach Wilson was asked, hey, do you think about playing Sam Darnold? And he said, no, it's definitely not something I think about. Like, all right, well, since I asked the question, now can you think about it? It's like, don't think about a purple elephant. Like, it's definitely, there it is. I'm thinking about it now. So now, if Sam Darnold plays well, I think Zach Wilson has to be like, that guy was no good when he was wearing, this jersey. Now he's really good. So I think I'm very intrigued in how Zach Wilson will respond. And if Sam Darnold was just kind of like, unfortunately, touched with the Jets curse, and if he plays well now that he's teamed with our guy, Christian McCaffrey. Also, let's see how good Christian McCaffrey is coming back. It's a little bonus take there.
Bonus take.
I'm with Wilds. That's the game I'm looking forward to. That is the game, KW. All right, let's get back to last night's game. The intriguing storylines there. Yeah, that's the game, Nick. I'm with Wilds. Dak Prescott looking fantastic in his return from injury. That's the game. Good last night.